This podcast is brought to you by Podcast Nation.
Some things work better together, like NARS's Soft Matte Complete Concealer and Radiant Creamy Concealer. Soft Matte Complete Concealer erases and blurs imperfections with full coverage. Then, Radiant Creamy Concealer evens and brightens with a luxurious texture and radiant finish. 2 concealers, 1 flawless look. Perfect for a no foundation base. NARS, better together. Visit Ulta to shop now.
Waiting for the best deals? Spring Black Friday savings are here. Shop early access now at Blinds.com and save big on new custom window treatments. Blinds.com makes upgrading your window treatments easy with free virtual consultations, free samples sent to your door, and professional measure and installation services. Plus, you always get Blinds.com's 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shop Blinds.com's Spring Black Friday early access now. Save up to 40% with minimum purchase, plus a free measure. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Welcome to Nirvana Sisters podcast, where we take the intimidation out of well-being and beauty to help you achieve your highest state, your nirvana. We are sisters-in-law and your hosts. I'm Amy Sherman.
And I'm Katie Chandler. So let's get into some real conversation.
Welcome back to the show, Nirvana Sisters family. It's Amy and Katie, and we are thrilled to be here with 2 amazing people. We are here with Erika Tempro, who is a practitioner of holistic medicine who has been practicing massage since 2007. After a successful career working in both clinics and spa settings, she opened Detox Massage right here near me in North Bethesda, Maryland. And I've been to Erika as well as her associate and amazing practitioner, Mimi, many times, highly recommends. And I've been begging her to come on the show to talk all about lymphatic massage because I think it's so incredible. And I think a lot of people have been sort of hear the word, but they don't exactly know what it means and how it can benefit them. I know I've been telling Katie next time she comes here, she's got to see either Erika or Mimi because it's so healing. So anyway, welcome to the show, Erika. We're so excited to have you here. For our listeners, Erika has a wealth of knowledge about the body through her experience and studies from her bachelor degree in physical therapy she obtained in Brazil. She does all types of different massages, but specializes in lymphatics. So welcome to the show, Erika, and welcome to the show, Mimi. We're so glad to have you both here chatting with us all about massage, one of our favorite topics.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. And Mimi, it's a pleasure to share some of our knowledge about lymphatic drainage. We love what we do, and it's truly a pleasure for us to share, right, Mimi, what we do, and having clients every day learning about this, feeling better and healthier.
We love seeing results.
Yes.
Amazing. So before we start, what we'd like to do in the beginning of the show is to do what we call our Nirvana of the week, which is just something that brought us joy this week. Could be something big or small, but something that put a little smile on your face. So I'm going to kick it to Katie to tell us what her Nirvana of the week was.
Thank you, Amy. I'm sitting here racking my brain.
I know it's been a week.
It has been an absolute week. You know, don't get me wrong, there's been many Nirvanas this week, but sometimes they kind of just like slip into the back of the brain on a late Friday afternoon. I think I actually just had a really nice little Nirvana, nice moment with the lovely woman who's now become like part of our family that helps me with our children. She's our au pair and she's become part of the family. And I've noticed that she's kind of struggling this week, like the rest of us. For some reason, it seems like a weird week all around. And we just had a heart to heart. And I just kind of wanted to tap into like, is she okay? And what's going on? And, just sitting down with her and making sure that everything is fine and that it's just like a bonding moment, I guess, when, which is a little Nirvana, especially for someone that is new to your family. She's been in our family for just a few months now, and we have a great relationship. So I think that was a nice moment that I just had. It was literally in the last half an hour. It was a good Nirvana this week.
It's nice, to have a connection moment. Okay, so mine is kind of funny. So my little son, not my little, he's 13. My youngest son, Jules, he my husband and I had an event at my son's school the other night, and we were out for like an hour. We came home at like 8 o'clock. It was early, but I walked into Jules's room and he was like sound asleep. Like he just was so tired. I guess he had sports that day, whatever it was. He was tired and he was asleep. And I was like, okay, whatever. He ended up sleeping all night long. So he probably slept, I don't know, like 13 or 15 hours or whatever it was. And he woke up in the morning and he's like, I slept so much last night. I feel amazing. And I'm like, see, I told you when you sleep good, you feel good. And then your whole day is better. And he just like clicked for him because, you know, teenagers, they never sleep. They're doing their thing. And like, he like all of a sudden realized the value of having a good night's sleep, which I always tell my boys all the time. So it was just like a funny, cute moment between him and I. So that's one of my Nirvanas from this week. What about you, Erika and Mimi? We'd love to hear what brought you joy this week.
Oh, wow. I have two daughters. One is 15 and one 2.5. So this week was truly special. You know, it's a little thing, but my little one, she just decided to do her own potty training. She's doing great. She said, Mama, I need to go when she's going to the toilet. So it's a truly special moment.
Wow. How mature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Mimi?
I was just telling Erika that yesterday, actually last night, my mom was complaining about stomach ache. And I live with her and I take care of her. She's a bit elderly. And I use lymphatic drainage technique on her and help her with stomach.
That's
Healing
so nice.
hands. Yeah,
Healing
that's
hands.
great.
Okay, so let's get into it. Tell us about lymphatic drainage massage, what it is, why it's beneficial, all of that stuff.
Of course. So lymphatic drainage massage is a type of modality of body work that helps to eliminate waste, toxins of the body, and also stimulate the lymphatic system. So during the massage, we use strokes. We push the fluid towards the lymph nodes. Lymph nodes we have all over the body, but we have major groups located over the neck, armpit, belly, groin area, and behind the knee. So all the strokes we send to those directions. So occasionally, all that fluid, after the drainage process, the filtration process, it goes back to the main circulation. So one of the functions of the lymph nodes is to drain, remove all the toxins. Whenever the lymph nodes detect, let's say, bad cells, bacteria, virus, cancer cells, they work for us, fight for us.
And helps with the immune system.
So it regulates the amount of fluid we have in our body and also works with the immunologic system. So each time we are under inflammation, infection, the lymphatic system is helping us to eliminate all those bad cells.
And what,
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. And I've done it and I know the benefits just because of the way that I feel afterwards. It's very different than like what you would think about a regular massage. It's very light and relaxing, but it's a different sensation. So why, like how often should someone get this done? Should they do it instead of regular massage? Should it be in combination with regular massage?
So let's say sometimes you do combine techniques. Let's say someone who likes to get deep tissue works. Sometimes going straight to the muscle, going so deep is not the best thing to do. We like to drain first, and then we work more in deep layers of the muscles. So we drain, and then by layers, we start to release that tension. So how often should it get done? I have clients, we do have clients, they come here every week. Sometimes every other week, but I would say at least once a month. Why they come here on a weekly basis? Sometimes they have chronic conditions such as lymphedema. Lymphedema is a condition that helps a lot after breast cancer. So as they remove the lymph nodes, let's say the armpit, it compromises the lymphatic system. So it creates buildup of fluids. So manually, we find another route to send that fluid. Let's say one side is compromised. What we do, we push the fluids towards the health side. So we do have clients that come as, once a week, and it all depends on your needs, goals, time, and budget.
I'm so fascinated by the lymphatic system. I have a chronic autoimmune disease, and I have noticed that just recently, showers always make me feel better. And I know it sounds kind of silly, but I think it has something to do with my lymph, because I'll be going about my day and I'm kind of achy and my body feels very fatigued. And then I do my dry brushing and I get in the shower and I can be like a completely different person afterwards. I mean, it can really like turn my day right side up. So it's just kind of amazing to me. And is that just the body holding inflammation, and my lymph system is maybe not flushing it out to the best of its abilities without a little nudge?
It does sound like that, yes. Mm-hmm.
So let's say the lymphatic system works properly as we move. The more we move, the more your lymphatic system will work properly. So let's say shower, during the shower, you do your self lymphatic drainage. You just touch certain areas of your body. It's going to release that tension. As you release the tension, you get more blood flow. More likely, you're going to eliminate some of the inflammation, and you get more blood flow, more oxygen, and your tissue gets healthier, better. So there are, like I said, we do have lymph nodes all over the body. But if you work in those major groups, that we mentioned here, let's say over your neck, behind your ears, okay, on your armpit. And sometimes we do that during the shower, like you mentioned. So you are not thinking, but you're doing that. Mm-hmm. So naturally, you are stimulating those lymph nodes. Maybe that's why you feel way better afterwards.
Yeah, that's
and
fascinating.
What about the dry brush? Katie was mentioning she uses that, and I've used that before. Is that the same idea? Like, how does that help? Because I know it always kind of feels like a bit energizing, but what does that specifically do?
Well, dry brush is great. It's going to stimulate the lymphatic system. It's going to be very superficial, okay? We highly recommend you to do your self lymphatic drainage, touching those areas prior the dry brushing. So first, because the river runs to the ocean, imagine all the fluid of your body going upwards, going towards your heart. So the final destination of all the fluid comes to above your collarbone. So we suggest everybody to start from here. So as you clear your chest, those areas are going to be way easier to receive everything. So we start right here doing your self lymphatic drainage, above your collarbone and below. Mm-hmm. And then you go behind your ears. It doesn't matter if you go clockwise, counterclockwise. As long as you're moving those areas, that's what we want. It's like a very light stretch. Mm-hmm. So and then you go to your armpit and just move it there. Get close to the breast tissue, both sides. Open up your chest. If you're working for long hours in front of your desk, make sure you open up and you stretch your chest.
One of the really good technique is that there's a muscle right here. If you just kind of tuck your finger in and kind of grab on it and just move it around, that's a really good technique. Very, very effective. And loosen up the muscle and the fascia. And that really helps with the drainage.
You do that first. You do those, like that series first, and then you would dry brush because that kind of opens you up, you were saying?
Absolutely. And also besides the dry brush, you can use a gua sha, a body gua sha. So this way it does help to bring the fluid towards those areas. Let's say on your leg, you bring everything to your groin. If you're going to work on your arm, you bring everything to your armpit. So, but it's very important to first just open up channels.
I have a body gua sha. Excuse me. It's like this big and it's wooded and it has all of these interesting shapes. And I've used it a few times. I favor the dry brushing. I don't know why. I think it just feels good and it's fast and it's easy. And also I did see that like tapping those certain spots is helpful as well, like the collarbone, the armpits, behind the knees, and at the ankles. I saw before I started dry brushing.
Yes, you can use your fingers. You can use even any type of brush. You can use it. Face, gua sha, all those things you can use to stimulate those areas.
Okay.
As long as you don't put too much pressure.
Okay,
Right,
so
gentle.
that's an important piece. So you do it gently, and does speed matter, fast or slow?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you don't apply a lot of pressure, don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter if you go to the left or the right, just hang it there for a few minutes. If you feel a little bit tender, just hang it there. In about 2-3 minutes, it goes away.
Okay.
Interesting.
And so, Mimi, you were just mentioning about helping your mom who had a stomach ache. And I know that I've read or heard that lymphatic drainage also helps a lot with digestion and bloating. And I just know from being in there, every time I come in, I'm bloated and I leave and I'm not bloated. So can you talk about how it helps and what you can expect from a digestion standpoint?
Stomach area gets really tight because what do? We sit a lot. And so there's a stagnation. That's why, a lot of people experience slow digestion, bloating. So by applying pressure to certain areas, you loosen up the tension, move with the colon to its shape. So you're moving toxins, you're improving the circulation.
More blood flow. And if there's more blood flow, the intestine will move faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. I need to try to do more in my stomach because I feel like I'm always bloated.
Yeah, no, it would be so good for you, Katie. You definitely need to do it.
What is the difference between modeling massage and lymphatic massage?
I like to start with drainage. We always start with the drainage to eliminate the water retention, the toxins, and the waste. And after that, the tissue becomes more soft. If the tissue is soft, it's easier to mold. So I usually combine a few modalities in order to contour someone's body. So it's a different types of strokes, but we always start with the drainage. That's the first thing. That's the priority. Get healthier first than being, let's say, beautiful, skinnier. The main reason, the main function of lymphatic drainage is to be healthier.
Yeah, so you can you use modeling to kind of like slim down, I guess. And does it help with cellulite?
Yes, you can lose up to 3 to 4 inches in one session. It depends of the person, how much water retention they have.
Wow.
A lot of people, they love to get it done for a photo shoot before red carpet.
Okay.
So they're not feeling the best. So it's a quick fix. So we highly recommend people to hydrate, have lots of water before and afterwards. And in order to maintain the results, reduce the amount of salt, sodium, processed food, sugar, and gluten. Gluten makes everybody more inflamed, more bloated. So those are things, it's a no if you want to keep up with your results.
Yes. And more female have reaction towards wheat than male. That's another thing that I noticed. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that because I was literally just thinking in the last couple of days that I'm going to start eating more wheat. Again, I've been off of gluten for so long and I'm just like, oh, maybe I can introduce it back, but probably not the best idea.
We see the celiac disease, gluten intolerant, but the same client goes to Europe and they can eat bread. They can eat the stuff over there and have no problem. So I think the wheat, the GMO in this country really mess with our system.
Yeah, I have clients, they cannot have yogurt here. They travel to Italy, they eat it there, they're fine. So there is something going on here, the way they process the food.
It's so true. Katie and I talk about that all the time because, when you're in Italy and you have pasta and wine and bread, you feel fine and you're not bloated. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then here it's like, all of our food is processed. It's a problem. Well, this is so interesting. I mean, we could go on and on, but let's get to our wrap session just to give you guys some fun questions on this Friday night. Prior to cocktails, Katie's already drinking her rosé. So let's do it. What is your favorite wellness or beauty hack besides lymphatic drainage massage?
So I always carry in my bag a little bit of almond oil and a little gua sha for my face and a few essential oil. I love peppermint and lavender. So I always like to add a few drops on my almond oil and do my self massage, release the tension of my shoulders, my neck, and my scalp. This is something that I have all the time with me.
That sounds nice.
How about you?
Good little pick me up.
For me, since I'm a much more physical person, I like to stretch. I feel like after I stretch, I feel better. Like helps with my fluid retention. Helps me feel better, more limber. That's my kind of.
I'm gonna tell Mimi a secret. I went to the massage school with Mimi a long time ago, and she loves baking soda and vinegar. She uses for a lot of things, right, Mimi?
I do. I use those cleaning. They're the very natural clean. If you put them together, they bubble up and then makes the scrub much easier. And I wash my hair with baking soda and I condition my hair with apple cider vinegar.
Oh, wow.
To balance it too. Yeah. So it's
and it works. I have tried and the hair, feels clean, soft. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel
I've never heard
sensitive
of
to
that.
shampoo because it has chemical that pulls more oil out of your scalp. I don't know if you heard of that, but that's the gimmick. That's the thing that they do. So you buy more shampoo because you feel like you need to shampoo all the time.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Yeah. But you dilute it. You don't use the concentrate, of course. You put in the container and then, you add water, stir it up, and then you pour. So it's very, very simple. For me, probably breathing exercises. If I try to do breathing exercise, I feel better, more nirvana.
Well, for me, I really love what I do. I create a space here that I really enjoy being here. And every day when I have clients coming back to see me and they talk about how they felt after the treatment, for me, it's a moment of joy.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm sure you're helping so many people. And please let our listeners know where they can find you and come to see you both for lymphatic drainage massage, modeling massage, and all of it.
Yeah, give us your website, your Instagram, all the things.
Located in North Bethesda, Maryland. We are not too far from Washington, D.C. Our website is www.detoxmassage.co. You can easily find us on Instagram, which is Detox Massage. And the easiest way to contact us is through email. You go to the website and just send us an email. And it's truly, we really feel thankful, blessed to be here and assist all these beautiful patients we have. Oh, we forgot to mention about the post-op treatments that we offer.
Oh, okay,
it's a big thing that we do here, right? The post-op, yes.
Yeah.
So let's say someone gets liposuction or mommy makeover. What's a mommy makeover? It's a surgery that, take care of the breast and the belly. So when they go back home, they're not feeling their best. And a good way to speed the recovery process is getting lymphatic drainage. Immediately when they get here, we are able to assist during this process, reducing the pain, bruises, swollen. It's a night and day process. They just leave walking way much better.
So thank you so much, Erika and Mimi, for joining us today and teaching us all about lymphatic. We got a little bit of a 101, and I think our listeners are really going to enjoy it and probably, check you out on Instagram and read all about you and lymphatic drainage and your content. And then, go get a lymphatic massage and try something new. So, thank you so much for joining us. We're really happy to have had you on the show. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Thanks for listening to Nirvana Sisters. For more information on this episode, check out the show notes, please subscribe, and leave us a review. Also, find us on Instagram at Nirvana Sisters. If you loved what you just listened to or know someone that would, please share it and tag us. Tune in next week for a fresh new episode of Nirvana Sisters. We'll continue to watch out for all things wellness so you don't have to. Bye.